name is Lobsang. I'm Director of Volunteer Tibet Organization. I'm really thankful for those who come here and help with Tibetan refugees in Dharamsala. We have full list of job openings. Volunteer offer you best services. Volunteer Tibet working with 100 different NGOs, including university, school, institute, monastery, nunnery, and environment and Deski. We also arranged culture exchange program, many universities, school, college, including United States, Canada, Austria, and UK. We will offer you our rich, dynamic Tibetan culture. We have positions in all over the India, Manali, Shimla, Dharamsala, Ladakh, and Nepal. And I believe that you can make difference our community. Please come and volunteer. We need your help. And please contact us www.volunteertibet.org.in. Thank you.
Professor Rinpoche, how does volunteering relate to Tibetan culture and the Tibetan way of life?
I think the connotation of volunteer itself speaks that someone is volunteering to something. That means not imposing anything, just support, just offering, just giving. And that will relate to Tibet culture very deeply. If we look into the religious tradition, then service and voluntary is one of the first activities of a Bodhisattva. Even a person is not fully matured as Bodhisattva, yet as a part of religious practice, the voluntary act is one of the very important in all the religious traditions.
So, Lama, you're the manager here at Ning Thomlin School.
Yeah, actually I founded this institution in the year 1999. And the main aim is, before I started this institution, my profession is a teacher, and I'm also president of Tibetan Women's Association in Ladakh, and then twice general secretary of the Tibetan Women's Association. So at that time I realized that there are so many needs, especially these needy children, because there are so many monasteries, nunneries, and there are so many things for the able-bodied, but then for the disabled, special needy children, there was nothing at that time.
Just looking for people that can maybe work with the children and help them with their arts and crafts and just general things like that.
So children, like, we are looking for this physiotherapy, speech therapies, which is very rare in the Tibetan community. And then also there are some volunteers who are very good in, dealing with the children, especially this reading their minds, and then how to help them to improve themselves.
Yeah.
Because we are also trying our best to improve the talent of that side.
As Prime Minister of Tibet, what do you think is the greatest impact that volunteering can have on your country?
As I mentioned before, voluntary is open support. No any motivation behind it, either economic or politics or any other. So open offering to the Tibet cause, Tibet culture, that is one of the greatest strength until now the Tibetan people in diaspora in outside Tibet as well as inside Tibet were able to sustain themselves because of the international goodwill and international support. And that support is explicitly expressed through the volunteer work. People come forward without any hesitation, and that encourages the people, and it is a very foundation of a sustaining will. So that's very important.
Elizabeth, you've been here for I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I think you're teaching in Newcomb Education Center, right?
Yes.
So how you feel about the Volunteer Tibet organization and about you with teaching with students? What do you feel?
I feel like Volunteer Tibet is a very beneficial organization. I think that practically every student that I was able to speak with came to McLeod specifically to get an education, and learning English is very important to them. And I think if there weren't programs like Volunteer Tibet, a lot of these people who can't or don't have access to English education wouldn't be able to learn.
But ethics can be, outside that as well. So it's basically difference between right and wrong in terms of personal actions. For example, to give examples of ethics.
Do you take any volunteers from the Volunteer Tibet?
I guess I have got few volunteers since few months back, and few of them are very good and hardworking, and some are, we invited some volunteers as taking care of the stray dogs, taking care of them to work for animal welfare, and we also looking forward some volunteers to teach us some vegetarian recipe of their own country, like that.
You still want to more volunteers from Volunteer Tibet?
Of course, I'm looking for that. And this time in winter we can't get more volunteers, but we look forward in summertime, because we are going to organize camp on anti-rabies somewhere in North India, like Dalhousie, Shimla. So it's very important, not only for our the stray dogs problem, also is very important for the health of the people.
And maybe just finally then, Professor Rinpoche, what is the best way, in your opinion, for people around the world to help the Tibetan cause if they cannot come and be here in person?
I always used to say that the power of prayer and power of good wishes is very, very powerful in this world. So every just loving people should send their good wishes and their willpower and their intention to support the right cause, and anybody need not to come to the support where the people are living. You can send your good wishes from a long distance. And secondly, the people should be able to speak what they think without any hesitation. Whatever is wrong, they should say it is wrong, and we should oppose it, and whatever is right, they should say right. And the transparency between the heart and the mouth, that is very important. If that is there, then the justice can prevail, the truth will prevail.
Okay, Professor Rinpoche, thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure.